want to change my room setup from this. I need to do near the mic so you can actually hear the click. To this. It looks like a downgrade right now. But trust me, it is not. So there are a couple of reasons why I had to change. Number one reason being I had no space. What I mean by that is I literally had no room to move my chair, to stand up, to do what I wanted to do for videos. Because I had this bed and it's pretty big. And I've had it ever since I moved into this room to live on my own. And the space between the bed and the desk, how it used to be, the space was so small that I could barely push my chair back. Like, look how much space I have right now. Like, it doesn't look like it on the camera, but it goes pretty far. Wait, look. It's quite a bit of space. I like the idea of having space, so maybe I can do like future videos like using the floor, maybe like building stuff or creating art. You know, whatever I feel like doing. Making a puzzle, I don't know. And then the second thing was the backdrop. I had these windows. The main problem with the backdrop was lighting. If I would want to record in the morning, the lights coming through the windows would just mess with the lighting on the camera. It would look absolutely abysmal. I would always have to turn on this light that's on my roof, which made me look like a ghost on the webcam. Maybe because I have very cheap webcam, but you know. So that was a big problem. And then also, I like the idea of having my own creative space where I can actually decorate it. Because beforehand, these walls were completely plain, as you can see now, and I had no reason to decorate them. They were never seen or looked at. This place used to be taken up by a massive chair. But now that I've changed my setup, I can actually put things on the walls, if I want to, obviously. And also, a very big factor, which I mentioned earlier, is the fact that I can finally have good lighting. This lighting is still not the best. I actually have something coming on the way that will make lighting even better in future videos. But for now, we'll have to deal with this. So yeah, I thought I would record a bit of the process of me moving my stuff and creating this room so you can actually see my desk and how my desk looks, and like maybe some future plans on what I'm going to do behind me. But first, we gotta show you how the room looked before I changed, from my perspective. I decided it would be smart if I made a room tour, only because you've never actually seen my room beforehand, so it only makes sense to do a room tour. Well, not a room tour, more specifically the setup tour. So I think I'm gonna do that now. So as you can see, this is my setup. We're gonna start off over here, I guess, my PC. I mean, I guess I'll turn it on. One of the fans is broken. It was broken since day one of me getting it. I know, guys, the cables are driving me mad as well. These cans, I got it from a shopping mall, like a really weird weeby shop. I think these are cool. I'm not really big on anime, but I did watch a lot of Dragon Ball when I was younger, so when I saw these, I thought this was really cool. These I got from my granddad. And my sister for my birthday, and they're pretty sick. It usually doesn't look like this. I was about to actually start tearing this all apart. Let me turn this on as well. And I was actually going to start the makeover process, but when I realized I should do a tour of this first, I was like, I'm going to put those back on quickly. I used to have a plant down here that would hang, but that started to die, so I had to remove it. Lava lamp, it looks pretty sick, especially when it's heated up. Obviously, right now I didn't turn it on. The keyboard's very sick. I like Red Dragon stuff. This is not sponsored, but I like the Red Dragon stuff. I just happen to have headphones, keyboard, and mouse all from Red Dragon. I got the very cool Gamer Pusheen mouse pad. It is very dirty and very loved. And then let's not talk about the cables. Another reason why I'm doing a room makeover, I just don't have space, and this is why I'm gonna talk about that. The sofa that I keep mentioning is the one right in this corner. I've had it even longer than I've had my PC for, so I just never ended up getting rid of it. But now it was just taking too much space. Since I'm using it less and less, I just simply decided to remove it. And now that it's out the way, I can focus on the carpet. Here's the situation. My carpet is wedged under my bed. So by myself, I had to lift the bed. I had to remove the carpet from under the bed. I had to roll up the carpet and place it over here in the corner. All by myself. Let's just say I had to multitask a little bit. Eventually I did figure it out, and bit by bit I could remove the carpet from under the bed. But it definitely was a task. Not to mention that under my bed, I also store items, boxes. As I was pulling out the carpet, the items were coming along with it, so I had to push them back under. And that led me to find some weird and some gross things. Like, I found these Monopoly cards, about 4 of them altogether. And I also found something quite unpleasant.
Oh my god! Yo! Do you see that? That is absolutely grim.
I was surprised at how difficult this was, since women are meant to easily multitask. No, I'm kidding. I swear. But eventually, I did reign victorious, and I decided to move on to the next step. Oh, and by the way, this is how I record these kind of clips. A bunch of boxes and this weird thing. I don't know what it is, but I used it to prop up my phone for this shot. And for most of the shots in this whole entire video. So what I had to do now was remove everything from my desk, put it in a safe place, and then have to move it facing horizontal, like, I don't know. I don't know. All I know is that I had to move my desk, so I had to remove everything from it. I was very scared when removing the computer screen and computer itself, because I didn't want to break anything, but I was successful. I did not break anything, don't you worry. Oh, and I felt like showing off, so I guess here's my 3DS. I am playing Tomodachi Life right now. I don't know why I showed it, but there you go. I had to move the table very slowly and steady so that I wouldn't like let it collapse or anything. Maybe taking it apart and then rebuilding it would have been easier, but I just decided to nudge it along. But ayo, I did what I did there, so I can't really say anything. When I finally moved the table, I put down the carpet where it should be. Yeah. I just put it down. I put down the carpet. I made sure to clean off the surface because it was very dusty. I was actually quite surprised at how dusty it was. But I made sure to wipe it all down, get all the stains out of that bad boy. And then I put my PC back in its place. I hoovered out from under the table so I can at least put my PC and my computer screen to make sure that they will not break. They're my number one priority right now. If everything else breaks, that's fine. I can at least fix it. This, no. I was recording a video. How was I meant to edit this video? So I just made sure that those two things were safe and that they can turn on. I did have a little scare because my screen was not displaying, and I have a feature of my graphics card not working. But after a while, and after calling my brother, I figured it out and it was completely fine. So after knowing that my PC was okay, I hoovered the rest of the room. I set out all my bits and bobs. I turned on the lights. And I was pretty much done. So here it is right now. So we have got the chair, obviously, and we've moved the carpet here. Ignore the pillows. I haven't found pillowcases yet. Got the classic 90 written on it. The light's coming from over here, by the way. That's why you can see my big ass shadow. We've got the PC itself, the beautiful colors. Look at that bad boy. Look at that. Woo! Ignore the cables as well. The cables are going to be managed later on. I've got my lava lamp. It's not going yet, but there you go. Then over here, which you can't see very well, are my 3 frogs. I've got the cans here. Obviously, this is just what I've done today. Like, a lot of this is going to change. Like, I'm gonna have a lot more things hung up on the walls here. I think I might have like a little table. We've got my trusty tablet with my Nintendo 3DS. And we've got my Among Us here, which looks very scary right now, but he is also just temporarily hiding the pencils and stuff, as well as more cables. This is how it looks from over here. Looks pretty cool. Ignore that, because that's all going to be fixed in the future when I can actually get to a shop and buy stuff for that. So yeah, this is how it looks right now. At least from this point of view. This suddenly looks very plain, doesn't it? So there's obviously still a lot of changes to be done. For example, lighting, because right now I'm using this trusty bad boy. So lighting's bound to change. I think I'm gonna get like a little desk here so I can put all my little props and stuff on there. And obviously I'm gonna start hanging stuff on the wall, like maybe posters and stuff to make it look a lot nicer. So expect over the next couple of weeks for it to look quite snazzy. I hope you enjoyed this, because I just felt like I needed a change, especially for recording videos. Like, the window over there was just so problematic. So, like I mentioned before, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's a bit different. I'm gonna record what I want from now on, instead of just gaming. And I felt like this was a necessary thing to record since it's a change, and it's meant to benefit my YouTube channel. It's meant to benefit my streams. What should I put on the wall? I'll take some suggestions in the comments. I hope you stick with me to see how this changes, as well as how my content changes throughout the days. And this is the video for this week. Hurrah! I guess. I'm uploading constantly. It feels good to be able to do this. It feels good.